I've had the great privilege of being able to speak to tens of thousands of dentists over the last 11 years since I've been in the consulting world. I've been a dentist for 20 years this year. I graduated in 2002. About 9 years into it, when I had about 12 practices, I started consulting people on how to scale up their operation. What I realized over the years of talking to so many people about their HR concerns and challenges and all the different things that keep us up at night as business owners, we as dentists, we as practice owners have a very limited number of things that we need to focus on and master in order to be at that elite level, that top 1% of business owners. Most of us as dentists feel as though our problems and our challenges are unique to us. The truth is, I have a very unique perspective because of the number of people that I have had the privilege of speaking to. The truth is, our issues, our challenges, our obstacles are very similar. There's, of course, slight nuances to what we experience on a day-to-day basis. But in general, the things that concern us, the things that we stumble on, the things that are speed bumps in our journey are all very, very similar. And we have been able to break those down to 6 main pillars. The pillars are very simple. The foundational principles of a dental practice. That's whether or not you have a mission, vision, and core values. Now, I will tell you that when we work with left brain, pragmatic people, they look at this first one and they tune me out immediately. They're like, dude, that is that fluffy stuff, whatever. You know, everybody talks about this mission and core values thing. I'm going to skip right over that. I'll throw those together, no big deal. You can't overlook the foundational principles of a dental practice. The long overused analogy is that it's like building a skyscraper on the beach, on a weak foundation, on sand. This is everything. The foundational principles of your practice should not be overlooked. And it's important that you spend ample time putting those together before anything else, I believe. Next is operational systemization. How systemized are you as an operation? Now, systems, just like leadership and other buzzwords in the consulting world, is kind of a fuzzy thing. Like, what does that mean? What does a system mean? How do I implement a system? How do I get my people to integrate into the systems that I create? How do I create the systems in the first place? How do I hold people accountable for that? Lifetime patient experience, I think that goes without saying. I think that's extremely important. In fact, it's so important that the vast majority of dental coaches and consultants out there do not focus on systemization or on this last one, overhead and cash flow control, nearly as much as they should. They focus mostly on lifetime patient experience, the ultimate patient experience, some people will call it. It's really, really important stuff. But this alone is not enough to drive a practice to be a successful practice. Lifetime patient experience, new patient acquisition, that's what the vast majority of consultants out there want to focus on, because many of the consultants out there have a background in marketing. Many of them have a background in customer service, or they were an office manager, or they were a hygienist. So they have a limited knowledge on operational systemization, human resources, overhead and cash flow control. All of these are equally important, but you can't just train people how to have a great patient experience and how to market for new patients and expect to have a wildly successful group. That's where a lot of the in vogue and popular consulting companies, I think, fall short. When you surround yourself with people like Perrin that talk about the nitty and gritty about exactly how cash flows through a business, and you talk to people like us that really have it mastered as far as overhead cash flow control and systemization, in addition to foundational principles, lifetime patient experience, how to get new patients and keep them, human resources, how to hire, fire, recruit, that sort of thing. That's the whole package. So it doesn't have to be me. It doesn't have to be Perrin. It doesn't have to be our organizations. Just realize that these are the 6 main things that you have to focus on. And if you're going to have a coach, a consulting group, make sure that they're helping you with every single one of these pillars.